Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's a Star Wars nerd here, and today we'll be going over the new rumor that apparently Disney will be erasing the sequel trilogy. This rumor comes from a YouTuber who goes by the name of Doomcock, and recently he's made a video titled Star Wars Leaks Reveal Exactly How the Sequel Trilogy Will Be Erased. The video is really interesting to watch, and just to see how exactly he thinks they're going to do it, so I'll put a link below if anyone wants to watch after you watch this video. And for people who haven't watched that video yet or haven't heard about this at all, I'm going to do a quick recap for you guys just so you guys know what's going on. So basically in Doomcock's video, he puts forward the idea that the new sequel trilogy will be relegated to Star Wars Legend status. He claims they will do it by using a concept that was put into place in Star Wars Rebels, specifically in Season 4, Episode 13, A World Between Worlds. In that episode of Star Wars Rebels, they introduced the concept of the Veil of the Force, which is a mystical dimension of the Force that connects all time and space. In that episode, Ezra Bridger jumps through the Veil of the Force portal to save Ahsoka Tano from being killed by Darth Vader. Now that I've said that, what exactly does the Veil of the Force portal even mean? Well, it means that they're going to try to make the sequel trilogy an alternate universe in the Star Wars timeline. So, how would they do that? Well, it all starts with Emperor Palpatine. Palpatine has a room on the second Death Star called the Room of Mirrors. These mirrors were created by the Emperor prior to the Death Star through the dark side using ancient Sith rituals. Palpatine linked these mirrors to the Veil of the Force, and they served him many purposes. Using these both together, he could then manipulate the Force in many ways to further his aims. For example, one of the ways he would use the mirrors was to manipulate the Force so the Jedi Council could not see that Chancellor Palpatine was Darth Sidious in the prequel trilogy. Doomcock goes on in his video to suggest that once Palpatine was thrown down the shaft by Darth Vader in the end of Return of the Jedi, he opened up a portal in the Veil of the Force and ended up on Exegol, which is the planet we find him in The Rise of Skywalker. This also explains why he's very damaged but not completely dead in that film. In Doomcock's theory, he says that Disney would make a scene that would show someone stopping Palpatine from reaching Exegol, and that would therefore reset the entire universe and make it so Palpatine dies at the end of Return of the Jedi as it was originally intended. So if Doomcock's theory is correct, and this does happen, what does it mean for the sequel trilogy? Well, it means that it's going to become non-canon, and essentially it'll be its own timeline of events, and basically a multiverse in the Star Wars universe. But, as all rumors go, I would take this with a grain of salt because you just never know what's true. Now, I do think this is a very interesting theory, but I'm not quite sure that it's true. And I just cannot see Disney giving up on that trilogy after all the money they've put into it and the money they've gotten out of it. They've also made an entire theme park around it, both Disneyland and Disney World, so I don't see it happening. But would I like it to happen? Well, I have mixed feelings on that. On one hand, I do not like the sequel trilogy, and I would not mind it being redone or even just put to the side and forgotten. But on the other hand, you gotta think about, this is Carrie Fisher's last performance in Star Wars, and I feel like that'd be sad to see that all gone to waste. I also think it'd probably be very confusing for casual Star Wars fans because they would have no idea what's going on, and I think Disney would lose a lot of fans because of that, and that's another reason I don't think they will do it. But I've also heard things that there is some war going in between Lucasfilm and Disney, specifically between the Lucas and Favreau unit and the Kathleen Kennedy unit. Apparently, Kathleen Kennedy, according to this rumor, is very upset with what they are trying to do with Star Wars and is going to do everything in her power to make it not happen. But her contract expires in 2021, so I think it'll be very interesting to see what happens in the future, considering that maybe Lucas could take back over and him and Favreau and Filoni could all make Star Wars how they want to make it, and it might actually be good again. You never know. But in the end of the day, this is just a rumor, so I would take it with a grain of salt. You just never know what's going to happen, especially when it's all behind the scenes. So just stay tuned, and I'll keep you guys updated as much as possible on this rumor. So yeah, if you guys liked the video, please hit that thumbs up button, and maybe consider subscribing if you want to see more future Star Wars content. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and have a great day.